Can this AI product actually solve any question? This is Question AI, and it's a study companion tool. It says ask anything and get answers. We would be testing this product and asking some questions and seeing how it does respond. So let's get right into it. So I have a question which I would be posting, and a quick reference to the question. This is actually the question I was looking for. Interesting math question, which are quite difficult. And this is also a good one since it has images. So curious to see what the product will come up with. So I will just copy that image and put the question here. So once we put the question, we see it's able to crop it out, and you can add extra info. You could say explain more, and we will select send now. So you see it's this, and this is the response. So good. So it says the problem seems to be incomplete or unclear. Now, this is actually a good question since it involves fruits and shapes, and it's sort of testing how the model interprets this. So it says the problem is incomplete or unclear. However, based on the given information, we have asked to find this, which is quite interesting. So the answer to this is the problem is incomplete and lacks clear equation to solve. However, if we assume the equation and we are giving positive number for this, given t, we can only suggest that a and s are positive whole numbers. Okay, so we could also select explain, and it will do like a further explanation. So that's one of the good things about this product is the extra explanation it gets to give. And there's also one thing, at some point it prompts you to select your level, be it college, undergrad, or university kind of level. Be it college, there are like 3 levels or 4, and there's also a custom level where you can like explain or put like your actual level. So it also, you could still tell it to explain more. So you see that this one, it didn't really actually solve it. If we go back to this, we would see that the person who posted this has a PhD in maths, and this is what the actual response looks like. So that question is not being solved. So it's also a good one. Now let's look at something more interesting. Another tool which I've tested is this one. So this is a simple mathematical equation, quite straightforward, and it was able to actually answer this one. So it gave the answer step by step, which is the feature people find super helpful for this one. And you can select the explain it, the double or the extra prompt that says explain it, and it gives you more and more and more detailed explanation. So we have one more to test, and one more which we'll be testing will be a question that is not well formed. So we would actually put something that's not well formed and see how well it does this one. So putting this mathematical equation would see if, okay, great, would see if it can actually solve this. This is more of a university level kind of math. Okay, it was able to actually catch that it's not well defined. However, if we interpret, it could be simplified to this. So if we select explain more, so it seems to have a good grasp of this one, and a good one is it was able to identify that this wasn't well formed. So that's pretty interesting. So the core part of this too, why it's quite good, is 2 things. Is it's for questions it actually has the answers to. The thing is it gives like a well-structured response, and you could keep going deeper and deeper for it to give you more detailed response. That's good. Another thing is it appears to be more responsive. So for products like this, it's good to have that it has 3 parts. One is how long it takes to respond to your question. Then the accuracy of the answers are also important. So if it's taking long, it can make up for that if at the end of the long time it takes to respond, it provides actual accurate answers. But if it's taking long and the accuracy is also poor, that will make users leave. So, and it also has like the mobile app, and people seem to use the mobile app more. So So across the three questions we tried, this one, it solved this one correctly. For this one, which was like the PhD level or the one created by like someone with a math PhD, it was unable to solve it. It claims that the problem is incomplete and lacks a clear equation. So this shows the strength of the model powering this, that for mathematical questions, it is more inclined to actually solve it better if it has a direct equation. So it could also experience difficulties with things like geometry or things that involve shapes. And for the last one, which we tested, which also had a straightforward equation, it seemed to recognize the fact that it wasn't well formed. So some insight is what are people actually saying. So from the mobile app to different usage, directly from the reviews of the mobile app, people complain of lots of ads, and the answers, some of the answers can be pretty inaccurate. So you would have to verify that while using this product. Also, some users have been kind enough to actually try to provide feedback to the developers, telling them that this is the wrong answer and this is the right answer. But the complaint there is that the application of that feedback is quite slow. So meaning that people are not getting their feedback applied as fast as they want. From what we tried, the response time looks pretty okay and the accuracy, it's a bit okay. But on the mobile side of things, people claim that it's not fully accurate, but the response time is quite manageable. So you have to double check whenever you're getting your answers to this. It has three outlets. It has the extension. You see the extension here? It has the Android and the iOS, and also on Google Chrome extension. So those are like the three great metrics for this, and it's something they would also try to work on. And if you've used this product, let me know how you used it, if it was helpful or you faced some issues or any of the issues we just brought up. But three things here would be, it does save time when it gets it correctly. The answers have to be very accurate, and it's important if the ads within the mobile is quite reduced. So that's pretty it for Question AI. That's how the tool is like. Also, they've extended extra features. I would say that they have like different panes, but the one that seems to be more prominent is actually solving subject questions or homework or actual questions. All these other ones, I can guarantee the efficiency, but it's the best usage or the ones with the high usage are for actually solving actual questions for students or folks learning a thing or two. So that's pretty it for this video. Let me know your experience with this tool, and if you've actually tried it on the mobile, let me know how you found that. That's it for this video. Bye.